The Source FM 96.1.
Breakfast.
Good morning. It's the Breakfast Show on Source FM. I'm Jules Powis. A summary of the news coming up next. There's Anouk, a new day. Turning heavy and thundery at times. Oh great, cycling around today. Some brighter spells may develop later, feeling humid. Tonight, becoming drier overnight as showers gradually become less intense and frequent, remaining rather murky with some further sea fog. Okay, that's the news and weather. There'll be more updates coming up later. We're going to do the headlines in about 25 minutes. Here's field music with It's Okay to Change. It's nice to go down tempo for a bit, so we played Anouk, a new day, followed by a short track by Field Music, Okay to Change, and then we shoved in La Belle Stamile from the soundtrack from Emily, and then Television, Friction, and finally Mumford & Sons with Thistle and Weeds. Today is, oh hang on, let's see what's today. Today is a lot of things. It's British Sandwich Week, it's National Donut Week, it's Sun Awareness Week, it's Skincare Awareness Week, it's Action for Brain Injury Week, and this weekend it'll be Museums at Night weekend. I don't know. All these weeks, aren't they just a bit... I'd like raising awareness, it's good, but A, grabbing a week seems just a tad greedy, and B, no one's going to keep it up for a week. You might get a mention once, like today on a show or something. Come on, don't be greedy. What you have to do is you have to have a day. And what is today? It's National Eat What You Want Day. I will start with Cocoa Pops and go on from there.
I wanna live with you.
Ben Hey Now, something I need. A great surname that is. Hey Now. Probably mispronounced. Okay, the headlines. Newspaper headlines, that is. Let's do those. And let's see, David Cameron's overheard comments that Nigeria and Afghanistan were fantastically corrupt leads the Financial Times. They've got a great headline. It is, Cameron insults key nations on eve of global corruption summit. Excellent. And the Queen looked visibly shocked at Mr. Cameron's comments, reports the Daily Mail. A couple of papers are running with the Queen's face. The Mail it's got a picture of the Queen looking at Cameron with a weird look on her face for the headline. So is that what made the Queen look so shocked? Mind you, she always looks a bit Miz these days. She's a grumpy Queen now. I am the grumpy Queen. The BBC is to have its founding mission statement of to inform, educate and entertain amended to add that it must be distinct and impartial, the Daily Telegraph reports. The paper says the historic remit is to be updated in a government white paper on the future of the corporation amid fears that it has become too similar to commercial rivals. And the Daily Express, they report that a new brain scan is able to spot Alzheimer's symptoms 15 years before they appear. It is a physical thing. Have you seen pictures of an Alzheimer's brain? There are actual holes in it. You can see the difference. UK scientists believe the ability to give an early warning of the disease's onset could prove crucial in spotting dementia. And that's the papers. There we are. We've done the papers. I think we'll do these regularly. Didn't take too long. Wasn't too bad. Was painful. Here's Howling Wolf and Doing the Do. Derek Harriott with Loser there, gorgeous. Before that was a Corona #1 with Coolia Cafe. Now, an orchestra that plays in a multi-storey car park in South London has won a top prize at the prestigious Royal Philharmonic Society Music Awards. Following an eerily similar pattern to Michael Jackson, isn't it? Very odd. And Meghan Trainor has pulled her latest music video, Me Too, off the internet after discovering that she'd been digitally altered to make her waist look smaller. Well done, Megan. I think you're making a lot of young girls feel a lot better about themselves. That is a very positive and marvellous thing. I hope that gets more coverage. Here's The Weekend and In the Night.
The Source FM.
The Breakfast Show.
Good morning. 2 minutes past 8. There's Pink with Just Like Fire. Before we had John Grant with Black Lizard. And before them, The Weekend with The Night. Gonna have a summary of the news up next.
Source FM News.
A summary of the news at 2 minutes past 8. The Queen has been caught on camera saying that Chinese officials were, quote, very rude during last year's state visit by President Xi Jinping. And the weather today, a misty and murky start with some sea fog. This we know. If you've been up already, remaining largely cloudy with scattered showers throughout the day, turning heavy and thundery at times. Some brighter spells may develop later and feeling humid. Tonight, becoming drier as the showers gradually become less intense and frequent, remaining rather murky though, with some further sea fog. I like sea fog. There's something romantic about sea fog. Don't know what it is. Here's a new release from 21 Pilots with Ride. Entered the Billboard charts in the US just a few days ago. And before that you heard 21 Pilots. Bit of entertainment news now, and Alexandra Shipp, who stars as Storm in X-Men Apocalypse, has said that there are not enough strong, powerful black female roles in Hollywood. Speaking at a fan screening of the new film in London. I'm so out of touch. I thought Snapchat was just for sending rude pictures to people, because they sort of disappear after a few seconds, don't they? I thought it was just for, what are they called? Sexting, naughty selfies? No, apparently not. It's a whole new media. It's the young people. They don't do the Twitter or the Facebook. They're on the Snapchats and your Instagrams and your whatnots. I don't know. Anyway, old man hat off.
I'd rather be in Colorado in the summertime with my music and my radio on Kiss.
Good morning. 25 minutes past 8 o'clock, Wednesday the 11th of May. It's National Eat What You Want Day. Yes. I've started the Cocoa Pops. Show me to your flags and bunting. It's Eurovision. Last night saw the first of two semi-finals. I watched a bit. Yeah, there's only so much you can take in one go. Eurovision night is different. You're mentally prepared. You've had years of training. But we've got the grand final. We've got it. It's happening on Saturday. And as always, a wide variety of songs and indeed backstage costumes, which will offer bucket loads of entertainment. I miss Wogan. Apparently the Eurovision people didn't like Wogan. They said his sarcasm was spoiling it for the British people. I think the opposite. Justin Timberlake, he'll be taken to the stage before voting begins. Yeah, he'll be, I think, the first performance of a major celeb who isn't in the show at Eurovision. Excellent. He's doing his song Can't Stop the Feeling. I think I've got that. Yeah, that just plopped in the Billboard charts, I think, last week.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay-nay. Okay. Now watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. Why me do it? Now watch me whip. Kill it. Watch me nay-nay. Okay.
He's already taken on and beaten two similarly impossible quests as Professor Robert Langdon, but now Tom Hanks is stepping into the role again for the big screen adaptation of Dan Brown's bestseller Inferno. Is it a bestseller? I haven't heard of that one. No, I just know the second-hand shops are full of old copies of his last one. Hanks, who played Langdon in 2006's The Da Vinci Code, And 2009's Angels and Demons is joined by Rogue One's Felicity Jones for the Ron Howard directed thriller. Might be okay then. Out in October, the first trailer for the film has been released and it looks suitably tense.
The Source FM 96.1. The Source FM.
The Breakfast Show.
I'ma keep on running cause
This has been The Breakfast Show with Jules Powis. Freedom with Beyonce featuring Kendrick Lamar. Coming up later, you got Keeping It Country with Val Barker at 10:30, Road Sermon at 12, Matthew Clark at 2. That's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello, welcome to the Source FM.